my village, all these infections can easily be handled by young people. Although I inherited the treatment of infections, but I still went to the famous Academy of Natural Medicine in Ibadan, Oyo State. Let me give you my number once again: 080 33 74 84 87. And the second number is 080 79 68 8704. Omolabi Naturalist Care is located at number 2A School Road, Umuahia. And we have a free test, that is a free diagnosis at Omolabi Naturalist Care, number 2A School Road, Umuahia. People call me on my phone to ask me why I treat only infections and infertility. The reason is simple. I am a
The sound of your city.
Let's talk politics, dynamics, and permutations.
It's a concern that we have for our country, Nigeria. So this is beyond partisan politics. Nigeria is on drip. Nigeria is on oxygen. And how can we get out of this?
And these are kind of people who say they are leaders of this country. What example I may show you I'm leaders of the country?
Let's keep you abreast with happenings in the politics.
I am an employer of the president. I pay the president's salary. I pay the bills of the family. And he must protect me.
All the resources available in this country has to come together at this time to see how best we can move forward. The interest of Nigeria is part of it.
Standpoint.
Standpoint, the center of all talks of politics.
Standpoint, Mondays to Fridays, 9 a.m. on Rapid 96.5 FM.
No Nigerian is more Nigerian than any Nigerian. That's right.
A very good morning to you and welcome to Standpoint, the saint of all talks of politics on Rapid 96.5 FM, the sound of your city. Very clearly this morning it's been a busy one with rainfalls. The rains are here, as a matter of fact, so you don't need to be reminded often. Do your best, put your plans in place so that whenever you see it, you know how to navigate through. My name is Moses Ben. Of course, according to the leadership of the EU body that visited Abia State on Monday, if you've not been aware, there's this move to a kind of where Abia State has been included as one of the states when it comes to good governance program. What did the representative say? It says that, as we all know, nobody wants to be associated with failure. So it's also in our own interest that we are associated with the success that Abia State is recording through your leadership. And that will take us down to our conversation this morning on Standpoint, as we'll be looking at the enlistment of Abia State for EU-funded program on good governance, specifically rule of law and anti-corruption program. We'll be giving attention to that issue this morning later on Standpoint. Incorruptible Sam, a very good morning to you. It's good to have you join Standpoint this morning.
Yeah, good morning to you, Moses Ben. And God has actually blessed today already. We rained in as much as, well, if you're a hustler, I like calling them hustlers, those that will hawk just to make sure that ends we meet, not, children. those are up to the age. I know this rain might not be a very good one for you guys right now, but well, it has stopped for now in this area. I hope you guys will continue your hustle as well as it's genuine and not something that actually puts the lives of the people in danger. It's a beautiful one. It's cold out there, but please also let's try as much as possible to cover ourselves, protect ourselves, so that we'll not be sick. It's a beautiful morning, yeah, and we are here to talk on Standpoint.
Exactly. Before we move down to our conversation this morning, Sam, the president has said that the appointment of Nyesom Wike as the Minister of Federal Capital Territory, FCT, is one of best by his administration. Tinubu was represented by Vice President Kashim Shettima, spoke in Abuja during the commissioning of the Inner Southern Expressway extension and the Outer Southern Expressway to the Southern Parkway. And then while Kashim Shettima was speaking yesterday, I took time to listen to him, that whether you like it or yes, take it or leave it, Wike is one of those persons that one wants to would always want to rally around, given his stand, most especially when it comes to execution of policy statement. I don't know. Let me just allow us listen to this first before I get your reaction on this issue, Sam. It was quite clear yesterday, but let's listen to him.
Wike is a force of human nature. Love him, hate him, but you can't ignore him. Because at every point in time, he's striving to redefine the meaning and concept of leadership. Wike is one of the best appointments ever made in the history of the current democratic dispensation in this country. And we have to commend Mr. President for the vision, for the wisdom, and the courage to appoint Barrister Nyesom Wike as the Minister of the FCT.
All right, we all understand and know the track that follows the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, at the initial stage of his administration in the FCT, when he was obviously interested. I'm not saying that he's no longer interested, but it appears that the tense has dropped to some significant extent. He has been intruding around and into the politics and activities of Rivers State under Governor Fubara. But Sam, looking at his activities in Abuja, he is turning Abuja to something. He did it in Rivers State within his two term in office, 8 years exactly. He brought in this infrastructural revolution and development in terms of road. Go down to Rivers State, you see it there. But he's doing that similar magic. I don't know. That was the position of the president yesterday, that the president did well to have appointed Wike as one of his cabinet members.
To the president, he needed to pick someone that was actually, very vocal in the other camp. And he played a very smart one, talking about Tinubu. He's a smart guy in some areas when it comes to playing a politics that actually will favor him first. That's it, the personal interest. And he knew, Wike is still a PDP member. That's one thing that
he has not decamped yet.
He has not decamped. The last time PDP had a meeting, he was also there. That was when he met with his friends, the 5G. They met again, and people be asking the PDP guys. I think we have even interviewed some of them. Nobody wants to talk deeply about Nyesom Wike's issue. They don't see it as an anti-party. But when someone maybe goes to a meeting of another party, you say it's anti-party. Now this man is working with another party. It's obvious. He's a minister under APC, still a card-carrying member of PDP, and no one is talking about it. Not even the flag bearer, the presidential flag bearer, Atiku Abubakar. Well, Atiku might not.
He had a fallout with Atiku. So likely Atiku will not give attention to anything Wike will be doing at this point in time.
And that is it. I don't know. It seems he's nobody wants to talk about him. They are scared of him, or maybe PDP guys will talk. But on what he is doing there, that's a good one for him, because the president picked him for a reason, and it will not be good that you go to Abuja and you disappoint. Remember, so many people protested. I think currently they are still not happy. The Abuja resident, those that thought that position would have actually been given to them, they are not happy that someone from Rivers State is actually the minister of FCT. Well, and the other part also, you want to look at it, FCT is the Federal Capital Territory. So Tinubu thought it was that anyone can actually be there as the minister, as far as you're from Nigeria. He needs to praise him. He said it earlier that Wike is not even just a minister, that Wike is his friend. And at that point also, you want to look at what Wike did during the general election.
Okay.
Yeah, he made sure that Rivers State actually did. At that point he wasn't happy with the PDP, so he played a very smart one.
Interestingly, he was obviously open about it. He was making it clear. Come on, we are giving these votes to Tinubu and all of those things. He gave with Fubara, he's the one that took over from him, and then gave the national level to the APC.
He said it, and he did not. Even till tomorrow, he will keep talking about that because remember, he wasn't given the opportunity to be the flag bearer of PDP, so he now made it open, and that's why I'm saying till now no one is even talking about that. So as we play politics here, someone that delivered his state, what do you do to compensate him, if not to give him a big role? So everything that happened between Tinubu and Wike is very glaring. We know he did well, so he needed to be compensated, and going as far as praising him, they will do that till the first tenure ends. If at all they want to change the minister of Federal Capital Territory, we'll then start talking about that. But I don't know, maybe amongst all the politicians, I think Wike is the most, I think the luckiest of them all, because I haven't seen it happen before. And no one is talking about that. Not even the PDP chieftain.
Okay, the luckiest because he is still in the People's Democratic Party as card-carrying member and serving in the APC cabinet. APC.
And everywhere, everybody is calm about it. Wow.
Would this change for the fact that the presidency has come up to say, come on, Wike is somebody that you can reckon with. You want to rally, you want to always rally around. Remember before now, there is this suggestion, a kind of analysis around Wike that what he's doing at the moment, he could be a problem to President Tinubu. But with the stand of the presidency, would that really change that particular mindset or school of thought approaching the next general election?
No, not at all. Not at all. For now, it's even risky. You don't even know where he is. Even APC, they don't know whether he's with them. PDP don't know. In as much as he's still the card-carrying member, they don't know whether he's still with them. So what Wike will do in 2027, nobody knows. Nobody knows. Now, if APC wants to retain him, I think maybe leave him, or if you want to change his position from being a minister of FCT, who knows? You can give him maybe minister of Niger Delta. Then that's him now coming back home. His supporters will still be there. But now, Wike is just like that snake that has two heads. You don't know where he will actually be coming from. That's just it.
In all of this, I don't think
Tinubu
that
Tinubu should not realize that he has Wike. PDP also, somehow, they will know that this guy, we don't know, we don't even know what he will do. So at this point, no, Wike is just at the center there. If you treat him well, that's one thing I have noticed about him. If you treat him well, he will now come your side.
All right, we are being joined this morning by the special advisor to the governor on media and publicity, Ferdinand Ekoma, on Standpoint. A very good morning to you, sir. It's good to have you join Standpoint today.
Good morning. Good morning, friend.
How have you been? I suppose you are resting after a lot of activities in the past 1 year under the administration of your principal. How has it been, sir?
Very fine. It's been very fine. We are entering this is like the second leg of it. So it has been very fine. Everything has been going very well. In governance, you have your ups and downs. But the most important thing is that the majority of Abians are happy and excited and appreciative of what the government is doing. We have met some modest achievements, in some key areas. We can't claim to have achieved everything. We can't even claim to have achieved 50% of our targets. It's still the early days for anybody to begin to, beat his chest and say, yeah, we've transformed the state. No. But the most important thing, we are laying a very solid foundation and we are identifying the challenges. confronting our people, and we are definitely going to improve, in many spheres of governance. So it has been, a very, very inspiring moment. It has been interesting. So,
once again, a very big congratulations to you and the administration of your principal on 1 year in office, given the feats and achievements in place. We once again congratulate you.
Thank you.
On Monday, your principal said that you've just reiterated his stance this morning, but I just want to make it clear, beyond where you have dropped it, that the fact that Abia State has achieved significant progress from where his administration met her, but the state is still nowhere near what he visioned, as there is still so much to be done. Can you talk to us with regard to this particular stand? He made a statement when the EU, talking about the international idea that they want to make Abia State one of the states concerning good governance. Talk us through this particular commitment by your principal.
Okay, thank you. For example, we have many sectors. We may have many ministries.
All right.
Departments and agencies. Now, there were key 5 sectors where the governor declared the state of emergency. Education sector, health, waste management, road infrastructure, and of course, security. Now, the governor hit the ground running in these key areas. Like I said earlier, I talked about laying the foundation. If you look at, for example, the health sector, we started by awarding contracts for the renovation and retrofitting of some health institutions in the state, and a lot of job has been done there. But then, because we know the place and importance of the health sector, because we know where we are coming from, we knew the level of decay and deterioration. So the health sector, when you're talking about our vision, it's not something we just want to scratch on the surface and say we have turned it around. No, we want to build a formidable, productive, the health sector and health institutions that will meet the expectations and the demands of our people. So, outside appointing a commissioner earlier, the government has gone ahead to appoint different persons, special advisor on health recently, the person in charge of hospital management board, the CMD in charge of ABSUT, somebody in charge of primary health care, someone in charge of insurance and others. This is to decentralize and ensure that we meet the expectations of our people, whether it's the primary or secondary healthcare areas. So, as we are entering into our second year, what we now do is to ensure that these key health institutions are properly equipped beyond what we may have bought in terms of machines, in terms of medical equipment that we have at the moment, that we take it completely to a different whole level, where the people will beat their chest and say, yes, we now have health institutions where we, can always go at all times whenever the challenges. When we have health, related challenges. So we want to completely overhaul the system, not just to maybe renovate or put 1 or 2 equipment. No, that is not where we want to be. So we want to completely turn things around. So beyond you providing adequate health care for your people, and also have people come to patronize your system. Because once people find out that you have a very effective, effective health system, people will come here. And that was the reason why the governor made the promise to build a medical village in the state, and which is on course now, because the governor has, been in touch and having discussions with experts in this area. And the project, which was captured in the 2024 budget, is going to be done. So that is another area, another project, another intervention we are going to start in this second year. So those are the area, some of the things. Then you look at because the medical village, anyway, let me emphasize more. The medical village, the governor during the campaigns did explain that Nigeria spends 1.6 billion annually on medical tourism. Okay? Then now, what we are looking at is beyond making sure that Nigeria becomes a health tourism destination for Nigerians and people from outside Nigeria. We also want to generate a lot of revenue from that area. So the governor was saying that even if we are taking 10% of this 1.6 billion, and that would be $160 million. Okay, so this is what we are looking at. That is where it's an audacious aspiration.
This aspiration, will it be achieved within this tenure of His Excellency?
Yes, it will. And that is why I said we are starting this year. You know, all the arrangements, nearing completion agreements, things that need to be done. All the measures, foundational measures, are being put in place. So you look at the education sector. Education received the highest allocation in the 2024 budget. And this is unprecedented in our history. It has never happened before. Even in the country, there are a few states you can say have ever met this aspiration. But the one thing is to have a budget. Another thing is to ensure that it reflects the output that will be on ground. So that was why, outside awarding the initial 6 schools in the 3 senatorial districts, 2-2, the governor finally gave an approval for the award of over 230 schools, the reconstruction and retrofitting of over 230 schools in the 17 local governments. So you are going to have 10 primary schools, model schools, not just renovation. I think that will have all the components of a model school. 10 primary in every local government, that will be 70 primary schools, and then 3 in 3 secondary schools, and also each of the 17 local governments as well. So that's over 230, and that is the vision we have. Once you were able to do this, you will see the impact. If you look at Abia as an example, Abia is one of the victims of these substandard private schools, upstarts and private schools that you see everywhere, which has given to the churning out of quacks as graduates, whether primary or secondary and all the rest of them. So we are trying to rewrite this sad history by ensuring that we have, we build schools that will have all the, the moments to inspire students to excel. They must learn in a conducive environment. School properties must be protected. So you are going to have everything, like I said, all the components of a model school. Again, recently, or a few months ago, the governor gave an approval for the increase in the retirement age of Abia teachers from 60 to 65. Okay? So that is unprecedented. That's unprecedented. Sorry, from 65 to 70 rather. Okay? So it is in our interest, because over the years there were kind of deaths of teachers in our secondary, in our schools, in our public schools, because many teachers were not being paid during the past administrations. Due to the introduction of the so-called core and non-core civil servants, most of them were not being paid. What they did was to abandon the classrooms and move to the ministries, where at least people there were managing to pay some people. So it became a problem. On assumption of office, we discovered that most of our public schools do not have teachers. And this is a fact that is verifiable. You don't have teachers. So that was why we came up with this policy. And the governor has since given a directive to the Honorable Commissioner for Education and the head of service to come up with a proposal to review what teachers are paid in our public schools. The governor also talked about other incentives, other packages that will encourage teachers to return to the classrooms. So that is why, if you have followed what we are doing, find out that we've gotten over 100 and something persons that will be going back to the classrooms. In fact, people are now showing interest on seeing what the government wants to do and what the benefits associated with this.
All right, sir.
So these are some of the policies and initiatives we are coming up with to ensure that we turn around our education sector.
All right.
And this second half of the administration will now begin to see some of these things.
That's where I want to come in. Talking about this second year of this administration, I understand clearly with regards to the retrofitting of schools blocks in Abia State. Of course, they started last year by your administration. We know what it was all about in Abia State. But how realistic, talking about over 200 in each local government area, we'll be having 13 school blocks, 10 for primary and 3 for secondary. How realistic would this be achieved? Let's consider this period of time. the remodeling, bringing it to the standard that everyone, can we have back that interest when it comes to public school in Abia State within the space of time of your administration, sir?
Of course, you see, we are told that where there is a will, there is always a way. The most important thing, you manage your resources, with utmost prudence, with utmost frugality. Once you've conditioned your mind to prioritize your needs, you know your pressing needs. Once you prioritize them, set aside the resources, move these resources to be used to do. You achieve this thing. It's not rocket science. It can be achieved. The schools have been, identified. You set aside the resources. This thing had been captured in the budget. Yes, because the budget is just an estimate. You can't say you have all the resources. But we are putting mechanism in place to ensure that these resources are available, that we utilize the resources. You just identify your needs: health, education, waste management, environment, security, agriculture, environment, and all the rest of them. So in all the areas, you begin to ensure, implementation of what you have. Once you do so, the result will be there. So it can be achieved. It is not rocket science. It can actually be achieved. But the commitment, the dedication, the sincerity, to do so, are all there. And that is what we are doing.
All right.
So it can be achieved.
The International Institute for Democracy and Electoral Assistance, an intergovernmental organization with a mandate to support sustainable democracy worldwide, has chosen Abia State for its second phase of the European Union-funded Rule of Law and Anti-Corruption Program. This is coming after 1 year in office of your principal. What does this mean? How did this come about? Let us hear from you this morning, sir.
Well, what it means is a recognition of the efforts of this government, of the vision of this government, of the capacity of this government. No matter what anybody says, no matter what is written, in the social media there, no matter what is written on different media platforms, there are people who are so discerning enough, especially some of these reputable institutions. They have a way of gathering information. They have a way of gathering facts. They have a way of interrogating the people to be able to arrive. They have indices, to ascertain where you are, to know what you have done, to understand your vision, to look at the resources available, what you've been able to achieve. So I believe Abia has been chosen because there is belief that you have a serious-minded governor, that you have a governor with a sound blueprint, a governor that is making giant strides in key areas. Because sometimes when they want to do some of these things, they look at key areas. What did you have? Where were you? What have you been able to do? What I mean is by where were you is where was your state? Where are you guys coming from? What are the impacts? What are the achievements? What are the progress, that have been made? So those are the things take into consideration and say, okay, these people are worthy of recognition. So all these people that you are seeing identifying with us, European Union, the State of Israel, the Dutch ambassadors coming here, and all the rest of them, all the ambassadors that have been visiting the governor, all the people who are showing interest in agriculture, like the State of Israel, whose ambassador was here a few weeks ago. All these people that are showing interest is because they believe that a serious-minded governor is here. Some persons had made an attempt to reach out to the Israeli embassy shortly on assumption of office. They weren't interested. But when we stabilized, they saw nobody reached out to them again. They were now the ones that reached out to us, and they came visiting the governor. That is how it works. And that was why the governor was saying in the past that, you don't run out from pillar to post, say you are chasing investors, you're looking for investors. Investors will sit in the comfort of their rooms and offices, and just get all the necessary information and move out to look for a way to partner with you. Because we are a state, and Abia is big enough to even be a country. We are bigger than some countries. You understand? So, it is what you're doing, it is your vision that some of these governments will look at and be able to either take you serious or disregard you. So it's just because of what we're doing that we are going to take advantage of everything that is coming here from the European Union, from the USAID, UNDP, and all the rest of them. UNESCO, UNIDO, and all the rest of them are going to take advantage of such institutions, such reputable institutions, to make progress in our states.
All right, it's a laudable one. Maybe we engage the Attorney General because a lot of issues have been identified. The issue of access to justice delivery, improve access to vulnerable groups, even the people with disabilities too. All these are issues that this program would either directly or indirectly affect. We'll go on a short break, sir. When we return, there are other things that we want to have your reactions to this morning or standpoint. We are having interaction with the Special Assistant to the Governor on Media and Publicity, Ferdinand Ekoma, this morning. Please stay with us. We'll be right back shortly. Good morning.
Arrive alive. Respect traffic rules. Do not drink and drive. Do not drive and drink. Every life on the road is precious. Drive safely. Be attentive and ensure your journey doesn't become a tragedy.
Stop on our roads. One Nemonyabia. Matanando get in their biampa. Drive safely.
This message is powered by Abia State Orientation Agency.
Ozia, Sinaka Abia State Orientation Agency.
Casey, there's good news. Bank of Industry BOI has now made everything easy.
How do you mean?
Remember RAPID? Rural Area Program on Investment for Development?
The financing program designed by the Bank of Industry for micro and small businesses, entrepreneur and community groups? What about it?
BOI has now made it easy for micro and small businesses, entrepreneur and community groups to submit their application for funding and support for projects. They have even extended the application closing date, and you can still get a limit of up to 10 million naira at 5% interest rate. To qualify for RAPID, first complete the application form on www.rapid.boi.ng. You must have a valid business registration, business plan, acceptable means of identification, BVN, and NIN.
Apply now. Visit www.rapid.boi.ng to access an application form and guidelines, or call 0700 225 5264 for more inquiry. Other terms and conditions apply. Application now closes June 12, 2024. Bank of Industry, transforming Nigeria's industrial sector.
Akahu maramaga kruyonye Bilos Penti. Why boy anya pika Bilos Penti? What German na Penti? Just use go there for once and you go chewing gum for your wall until in short the Penti get antifungal. That is to say nyama no go fit attack your wall. Lie closey. Emotion. Satin. Stantes. Mat. Even self with Tesco. Go try ni de Penti na 080-350-87498 or 091-3888-4292. We there for number 8 Mission Hill behind God is Good Motors. Here. Bilox Painty.
Beauty is power. A smile is its sword. Beauty lies in the eye of the beholder. Beauty is all around us. So, if you want to look good always, visit Masters and Wands Cosmetics stores. It's new, it's exclusive, and a happening store in beauty products. We deal on perfumes and cosmetics such as body lotions, facial creams and scrubs, body sprays, powders, bath wash, and all kinds of quality cosmetics with affordable prices. Contact us at number 41 Fimbers Road, Umuahia, or number 28 School Road, Umuahia, all in Abia State. Call us on 0806 951 2773 or email us at wandsglean@gmail.com. Masters and Wands Cosmetics stores. Quality is our name. Signed, Management.
Celebrating your family and friends has become cheap like a cup of tea, easy as ABC, and rapid like it should be. You can send birthday greetings and goodwill messages on Rapid FM for just 1,000 naira. Other events like weddings, child dedication, housewarmings, religious and government functions go for even less, 500 naira. Now, your loved ones have no excuse not to celebrate you rapidly on your day, because all they have to do is visit our website at www.rapidfm965.com/request or call 07049 220965.
Come on, y'all, let's do this. It's time to crank it up.
Hey!
We are turning it up on Rapid FM 96.5. The sound of your city.
Let's talk politics, dynamics, and permutations.
It's a concern that we have for our country, Nigeria. So this is beyond partisan politics. Nigeria is on drip. Nigeria is on oxygen. And how can we get out of this?
And these are the kind of people who say they are leaders of this country. What example I may show you, I believe that's of the country.
Let's keep you abreast with happenings in the polity.
I am an employee of the president. I pay the president's salary. I pay the bills of the family. And he must protect me.
All the resources available in this country has to come together at this time to see how best we can move forward. The interest of Nigeria is part of it.
Standpoint.
Standpoint, the center of all talks of politics.
Standpoint, Mondays to Fridays, 9 a.m. on Rapid 96.5 FM.
More Nigerian is more Nigerian than any Nigerian. That's right.
You're welcome back to Standpoint, the center of all talks of politics on Rapid 96.5 FM. We have been speaking with the Special Assistant to the Governor on Media and Publicity, Ferdinand Ekoma. So you're welcome back to the program.
The Special Advisor to the Governor on Media.
All right, thank you so much. All right.
Thank you.
All right. Mr. Ferdinand, good morning.
Good morning, my brother.
Yeah, Incorruptible Sam here.
Incorruptible Sam?
Yeah.
He is looking for members to join the league. Are you interested in joining, sir?
Yeah, Mr. Ekoma is incorruptible.
I'm very much interested.
Oh, you're incorruptible too. That's interesting.
All right, and the special advisor, right?
A special advisor, yeah.
Special advisor to the Governor on Media and Publicity. That's a beautiful one. And my question will actually come from there. Maybe the governor is too busy to actually pay attention to what the people are saying. And I know you are, that's actually your office. You're actually listening to a lot of things people are saying, the good, the bad, even the ugly. And the first 1 year in office, people maybe from the opposition or those that also voted for the governor, saying that he got the allocation of Abia State increased heavily because of the plus from the federal government as it has to do with the removal of subsidy. Exactly, removal of fuel subsidy. So, and some are saying that, see, they haven't even seen much of what the governor has actually done with that. After all, they said to whom much is given, much is expected. Now, this is your office. You must have heard a lot of people say that. What do you have to say concerning that, Mr. Ferdinand?
Well, I've not heard the people say that. I've heard the opposition say that.
Okay, opposition, not...
Yes, I've heard the opposition say that.
But they are still Abians, people of Abia State.
Yeah, I'm coming, I'm responding.
Okay.
So, it's very much in order to ask questions. And we do not feel offended when you ask questions, whether you are in opposition or what. That is the right thing to do.
Okay.
And I've always said, the state belongs to everyone. The state does not belong to any individual, any single individual. And during the period you're holding public office, you must be, available for scrutiny. You must be ready to respond to the demands and the questions coming from the people. So it's very much in order. Now, there is one thing about governance. Starting from 1999, what those that presided over the affairs of the state in 1999 were getting was not what those that presided from 2007 got. Those in 2007 got higher than those from 1999. The person that held sway in 2015 got higher than the person that held sway from 2007 to 2015. So it's always like that.
Okay.
And now, if you go back to your books, look at the statistics, look at the inflation rate, look at the cost of project execution, you will also see that these things have gone up astronomically. And this is how it is. So it doesn't matter. There were people who got a lot of money in 2015. Those who got something less than what they got, performed better. So sometimes it is not even about the resources. It's about the utilization of what you have. What did you do with that? For example now, We have signature road projects that are verifiable, that have been executed. Let me use Port Harcourt Road as an example. Somebody collected money for the construction of Port Harcourt Road. People's houses were destroyed. No compensation was paid. In the end, the money was not accounted for. The road was not built. People were not paid for all that they suffered. But now, the government has come here. Meanwhile, that government had collected the money that they didn't say they didn't have enough to build the road. It's because they didn't have the will. They didn't find it, impactful enough. They didn't look at the consequences of, the demolitions they did them without building the road. Schools, churches, factories, hotels, and all the rest of them collapsed. Now, a government is here. If what you were using to build a kilometer road in 2015 was 400 million, 500 million, you know what it is? By the inflation rate, you are looking with $1 billion if you want to be a very standard road. So that is how it is. It is not about what you're getting, it is about what you're using the money you're getting to do. So if they are saying that they are not seeing what the money is being used for, like I said, that is the stand position of the opposition. But our people are seeing what the governor is doing with their resources. They are seeing it in the area of road infrastructure. They can attach to what the governor has been able to do in the area of waste management. It involves a lot of money. I mean, waste management, if you tell you what is spent on a weekly basis to evacuate refuse, to keep the environment clean, you will be shocked.
Okay.
Ask questions. But because those people didn't have the will to spend that money and achieve that, they would rather prefer sometimes a week, nobody will count out any refuse. They will have this whole thing litter everywhere. Everywhere was filthy. This is a fact that you and I know. So it involves resources to do all these things. I just talked about the schools that have been awarded and how much that was allocated to the education sector in the budget. We're moving 20%. It's resources that you are going to use to do these things. You and I will be here to see whether those things will be done or not. So the funds are being utilized. Look at the security, the area of security. Black Panther was that place where the prelate of Methodist Church in Nigeria, I'm not talking about I'm not saying anybody's inferior to the other, but I'm not talking about the assistant prelate.
Yeah, we all.
Or what do you call it? I'm not talking about bishop here. I'm not talking about the assistant presbyter and all the rest of them. I'm talking about prelate of Methodist Church in Nigeria was kidnapped. It was a church that was alleged to have paid the ransom sum of 100 million naira before he and a few other clergy that were kidnapped were freed. Now, what did the government do after that? They didn't do anything to ensure that the criminal architecture that was built there by the kidnappers and the ritualists, were destroyed. But what did Governor Lesotho do? On assumption of office, he set up a joint security task force named Operation Crush. Dozens of Helios vehicles were purchased, drones were bought, security agents were equipped. And they began to strike these guys and began to annihilate the criminal infrastructure. You look at the cattle market, which was also identified as one of the enablers of the criminality that was going there. The governor said this place must become a data market, not a residential market. These things took resources and political will to do them. So it's not about what you're getting, it's how you're utilizing it. And I can tell you that this government is utilizing the resources at its disposal to develop and turn things around.
All right, Ferdinand, the people will come in here to talk to you, and also Sam will take you up again. In line with this particular question, that the government is utilizing its resources within its disposal. Also, this assertion, I don't know if it worries you, that when it comes to execution of this project, we can see it, that there is no transparency. Last time we spoke with you, you said people should go to the ministry to find out the figures. And some have said that they've gone, that they cannot find the figures. How much, the amount that's been allotted to this project, does it not worry you if this is coming from the opposition also, sir?
Well, some opposition has circulated a lot of documents, a lot of things in the past. Remember, they claimed that we borrowed 145 billion. They even shared fake documents. When you published everything to show that they were lying, have they apologized? So if they are telling you they have it, they are lying to you. Because under the Freedom of Information, nobody can deny you access to it. And it is not a difficult thing to get. It is not. Now, to the best of my knowledge, and I'm sure you know this, there is no way, if you are building a road, for example, because I don't know what they are talking about, as well as that is this thing is not public knowledge. If you are building a road, you say that this road, like what you see on the signboard, you say that this road is a so kilometer road, being construction by the contractor, social construction company, the client is the state government, all over the world, all over the federation. That is what you see. Nobody comes to a signboard to write that this social road was built at the social cost. No, but in the document as contained in the Ministry of Works, they are there for anyone to see.
All right.
So they're just being economical with the truth. They just want to distort facts and the government black, but that's okay.
All right.
That's the job of opposition. If they feel that's the best, let them go ahead. But the people are in a better position to say whether the right things are being done or not. Like I've always said, we do not claim to have gotten everything right and continue to, be open for scrutiny, continue to, improve, continue to take feedbacks.
All right.
All right. Yeah, on that, you said it even at the beginning that the government hasn't actually done all, which is true. Now, first year gone, we are into the second year now. On agriculture, Mr. Ferdinand Dekoma, agriculture is actually the biggest area we actually need to pay attention. But unfortunately, we don't do that. Now, it's not about the Abia State, it's not about the previous administration, it's not about the current, generally in Nigeria. Under Governor Oti, are we expecting something different as far as agriculture is concerned?
All right, you answer that question, Sam, please. Let's bring in the thought and opinion of the people also. Why you would take care of those questions all together. 09160 0000965 or 09160 333 965. It's good to have you join Standpoint. Good morning. Hello, good morning. All right, please redial the number. You're welcome to Standpoint. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Ben.
You're welcome. Your name and location, please.
Who say Manuel Desinem? I'm calling from Umar. Good morning to your friends and good morning, Mr. Ferdinand Dekoma.
Good morning. You're welcome.
Please, I want to applaud Mr. Ferdinand. To me, I'm very, very observant in things when things unfold in the country and in the state in particular. So I want to thank you for being bold and being courageous to stand with your government. Because of the issue that happened, there was a time that you wrote something, begged to sit at home, and the government came up the other day and said that they denied whatever thing. It will only take a man of courage to stay with this government, but I just try to deny them in one way or the other. But as well, I'm encouraging you, you are a man. So continue what you're doing. Then secondly, the issue of a lot of things has gone wrong in this administration. Where we are talking about projects, we are still talking about stomach infrastructure. Up till now, your government hasn't added wage awards to civil servants. These are the people that contributed 70% in bringing him into power because of what past administration did. Unfortunately, wage award, Southeast governors and South, even Edo State governor is paying 70,000 naira today as minimum wage. You're not talking about wage award, which other states has paid. Then when it comes to salary payment, up to date, the government has paid MDS up to date. But parastatals like Abia Poly, APSU, many of the parastatals have not been.
All right, Usema no there.
HMB. So it is easier that you people keep telling Abians the truth of the things. And there was this project that you guys started in Ukwa West. I don't know what is happening to it. I don't know whether it has been abandoned. The Moneban refineries in Abia State, in Golden Guinea, ceramics, the governor.
All right, your time is up, Usema no there.
Unfortunately, nothing in agriculture, nothing has been seen there. Thank you and God bless you.
All right, just keep listening. We would react to that. A very good morning to you and welcome to Standpoint.
You all are listed, and Ferdinand will never go down in life.
Welcome.
Excellent is my name. Thank God that we have heard the voice of Ferdinand. Even the just person that called last, they were shouting that Ferdinand had been sacked.
Focus on your own.
Can you please put your thoughts?
Just make your point.
Put your thoughts across, please.
Ferdinand has said it all. Previous administration, you know what happened. We don't know. This is the best SA.
Yes, you're with this. We are still on court now.
So what I'm saying is that the man Ferdinand has said it all. Let me tell you the gospel truth. This government came to do opposite of last administration couldn't do. They're not criticizing. no matter how tasty you are, there are people that you don't need to beg for water. See, you old pensioners, people died on the what this man came in now, man of God, we call him man of God.
Excellent. Can you please be civil with your contribution, saying that people die under the watch of the government? Please just be civil with your contribution.
I didn't say what I said to anybody. I said people died. People know people died on. People are dying.
That is something that can happen to anybody at any point in time. So you don't link it with particular situation.
Now go to the book of Lamentation.
My mother died in 2019.
What about my sister that gave up too? So please just be civil with your contribution.
So what I'm saying in the first is that this government kept to do opposite of somebody that you have not been receiving stipend that you have been receiving since 20-something years, and you come and start
all right, make up your point. Your time is up.
So what I'm saying is that this government said, I don't like even to hear that, but they dealt with pensioners. Somebody coming to you said that some have been sacked because of the offers that they
all right, excellent. Thank you for your contribution. Please, let's be civil with our contribution.
Yeah,
despite your emotion, make your point and go your way. You're welcome to Standpoint. Good morning.
Good morning. This is Ike from Omar.
Ike, you're welcome.
Mr. Fernand, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Welcome.
Mr. Fernand has just said everything. We know that our governor is not getting all, good at once, but it's work in progress. At least, Ada is wearing a new look. Unlike the past administration, where pensioners were old. I remember 2019 when pandemic was dealing with people. But the government then decided to slash pension of pensioners. Despite the federal government releasing funds to cushion the effect of pension, of the pandemic. But that was the time the past administration deemed it fit to slash pension. And a lot of people will come on air here and be shouting stomach infrastructure. Where were they? Where were they when people were suffering? Thank you very much.
All right, thank you so much for your contribution, Ike. We appreciate it. You're welcome to Standpoint. Good morning. Hello, good morning. Something was clearly wrong with that line. It's good to have you join the program. Good morning. Your name and location.
Good morning, sir.
You're welcome.
Nnamdi calling from Amachinsu.
All right, Nnamdi.
Yeah, I'm using this medium to thank you people and thank the man from the governor's side. Please, what I want to just beg and complain is that this electricity of a thing, our community, Amachinsu, I don't know our position. Since this administration, our light never show for one day. So please, I am begging, not command or not force, for them to remember us for this administration. Both these schools they promised and hospitals, none is in my place. I need it to reach.
What's the name of your place again, please?
Amachinsu in Isialangwa North.
All right.
So please, finally, one Bishop Andy Eze has been complaining bitterly of his non-payment. Please make our Ghana make this company to reach governor. But that man is trying to say good thing about the government. Thank you, sir.
All right, we appreciate your contribution. Let's turn the microphone again to you, Essay. Your reactions to what you've heard, and also the question that Sam puts up with regards to agriculture before we run off the program in 1 minute.
Yeah, we all know how sensitive agriculture is. And that is why this second this administration, we're going to put enormous energy and resources. I agree with him completely.
Yeah.
That agriculture has not been given the attention by the country that it deserves across board. And considering the situation in the country, the economic challenges, the inflation, the hunger, that we cannot afford to joke with agriculture. So I well noted his contributions, his suggestions, and I well noted. And government is going to work very assiduously to ensure that our impacts in agriculture are well felt. Then somebody talked about I think it was Rustem Anode talked about wage award and all those things. You see, we are not ready to run a scam kind of government where you come here and make noise and say, you have given wage award, you have given increased the minimum wage. And when it comes to implementation, it will be just the deceit that you have announced. And we're not ready to do that. Now, federal government is negotiating, and these negotiations are usually done across board. Because if you say, okay, I'll be paying 40 or 50,000, and federal government agrees 60, 70,000, you come back and begin to review these things again, it becomes a problem. So it's not as easy as you think. It is better that since the negotiation is already going on, and our governor has said it, once there is an agreement, and of course there must be an agreement that will be the first to implement. So it's very difficult thing to understand. So, and the way he was talking, he was just bringing all kinds of issues and joining a lot of things. So when you want to ask a question should be well atomized.
All right, Essay, we'll leave it at that today on a standpoint. I want to say a very big thank you to the special advisor to Abia State Governor on Media, Ferdinand Ekoma. Thank you for your time on Standpoint today.
Thank you.
All right, Incorruptible Sam. That's how far we can come on today's edition of the program.
So far, so good.
So far, so good. We'll keep engaging and then keep ensuring that the policies and programs of the government are on the right lane. It's been wonderful speaking with you. Let's do this again tomorrow. My name is Moses Ben. The news is up next with